Hello, Mewgenics fans. Welcome to Week 4, Episode 3 of Mewgenics Talk. I've remembered the name. Last week, I said I might not remember what episode we're on, but I did remember, because I'm so smart. And I'm going to do what smart people do, which is talk about Mewgenics. This one, I hope will... I don't care that much about how many views these get, but it was kind of funny with the first two getting like 200, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. You know, that was a lot more than I expected. I was expecting like 40 at most, and then that's precisely what the third one got with the OST ranking. And, you know, there's two possibilities there. One is I've managed to fall off without at first having fallen on, which that's fine. Like, I don't care. That's alright. Again, like I said in the first one, as long as there's one guy, even if there's not one guy, I'm just gonna keep doing this because I love this game. I fucking love Mewgenics. It's hype, and it's great. So I'm gonna keep talking about it, whether anyone watches or not. But that's the first possibility. I've fallen off, despite, yeah, like I said. Or I think this is, I'm hoping this is it at least. I think there's a pretty good chance that the Mewgenics community, as, you know, relatively small as it is, especially compared to other communities, they just like talking about the game, like the game itself, instead of the things surrounding it. And ultimately, I think that's a good sign for a community. If you get to a point with a community for a game where they don't really even talk about the game, that kind of sucks. Like, look at, I don't fucking know, the first one that comes to my mind is like Team Fortress 2. A lot of the discussion around it is just about, like, the goofy memes and the characters, and that's because literally anytime anyone talks about the game, it's just like, this is a pile of old garbage that was once just a pristine monument to video games, and now it's been degraded by bullshit. Today, actually, the day I'm recording this, someone I'd never spoken to before in my fucking life, offered me a Steam trade for a bunch of TF2 items in exchange for literally all of my Steam cards. And, like, I don't care about Steam cards, but I don't want the fucking face full of Festive or whatever it was. It was a fucking beard with the shitty fucking holiday lights in it. I don't remember what the cosmetic was called, but I would not give... you should be paying me to take that from you, pal. Alright, let's get to the actual topic. Enough talking about crappy TF2 cosmetics. That's for TF2 talk, the next channel I'm gonna do, definitely. That's definitely happening. But the topic at hand today is the two classes, the second half of the four that you start with, the Mage and the Tank. I'm excited to record this one because someone actually wanted my opinions on Mage, so I hope you're watching this now, and I hope you'll get to hear what I have to say. That comment said, you can find it. I don't remember the name. I don't want to look right now. I'm so sorry. If I apologize. If you were hoping I'd say your name, if you were hinging your entire week on that little tidbit of joy, I'm sorry I can't give it to you. But, you can find the comment very easily. They said they think Mage fundamentally doesn't work, and I wouldn't go that far. I think when you actually play it, I think it's fine. Like, strength-wise. I think it's perfectly good. Like, in terms of if you, like, if you want to run one, it's viable. That's basically what I'm saying. But I think a lot of people don't really want to run one, and I would say the best reason I can come up with that is that it's very much like a generalist class, where, like, it's the closest thing, not counting Jester, because this is literally, and it's literally everything, so it's gonna average out, but, Mage is the closest thing I'd say to, like, a general jack-of-all-trades type of class, to where they can kind of do a lot of different things. They can have range, they can be up close, they can, pretty much anything that you'd need to do, a Mage can technically do, but it's not really especially into any one of those things. Like, The class description on the collar to me is really funny, because I think it's like, blast your foes, that's the first line, I know that. And then it's like, mages are great at casting spells and using elemental abilities, when that is literally every class in the game. There's not a single class that doesn't cast spells, and pretty much every class has elemental abilities. I will say Mage does lean into the, like, elemental side of it a lot more than other classes, not counting, like, Psychic, because a lot of, like, those is like fire, ice, electricity, and water. Those are those are the ones that Mage does. And Psychic has, like, gravity, but that's very much a separate thing. So, like, the 4 core elements is what Mage means when it says elemental. And that's, I mean, it does lean into those more than any other class. But, like, Fighter has, like, Fire Punch and Ice Punch. I'm pretty sure it has Ice Punch. It has Ice Punch, right? I don't see why. Well, I know it has Electric Punch. For some reason, I'm doubting if Ice Punch is something that exists, but I guarantee it is. So, yeah, I don't think it, like, is particularly special, like, in terms of uniqueness. Like, anything, you can kind of have anything you'd want to do with Mage can kind of be done better by another class, and when you get further into the game, you're kind of going for specifics more often, like, with team compositions. So, throwing in a Mage, it's kind of like, well, if I want someone to do, like, a bunch of spells, I personally would pick a Psychic over that, or if, like, a cat has high charisma or intelligence, I'd pick, like, Psychic or something instead of Mage. And I feel like it has a lot of stuff. Like, range, just take Hunter. Like, yeah. I feel like pretty much anything Mage can do, another class could technically do better. Which is why it doesn't get played that often. But having a reliable thing, I mean, don't underestimate that. Consistency is very important in games like this. Having kind of knowing what you're getting with, like, elemental stuff, that's fun. But you kind of know what you're getting with every class, so it kind of gets overshadowed, I think. Which is why some people don't like it. One of the reasons I don't like it, I don't know how true this is for everybody, or if this is just a me thing. I can't imagine it's just a me thing, but, like, there are, I think, I don't remember how many, but there's more than 0, which is bad already. There's more than 0 forbidden spells in the Mage pool, and why would I ever take those? Unless I, like, want a disorder for some reason. Which is not often, at least with the way I play the game. I'm never going to take your fucking stupid Forbidden Frost and Forbidden Flame and Forbidden Fuck You. I'm not taking it. I hate them. It's terrible. And the fucking ability pool is clogged with bullshit. Like, even more than the fucking collarless pool. Because at least with the collarless pool, you kind of sign up for just, like, mediocre, pointless garbo. But with the fucking Mage, you have some actually, like, good abilities in there. And then you get, like, oh, Forbidden Frost. Shut up. I don't want it. Why? Just give me a normal ice spell instead of your weird fucking masochistic madness. I don't need it. Alright. One thing I think I fucked up last time with the Fighter and Hunter one, I didn't talk about enough abilities. There's so many abilities in this game to talk about. I barely scratched the surface. Like on the Hunter, for example, I didn't talk about rubber arrows. What am I talking about? Rubber arrows is sick, and I just forgot it. So what I've done is I literally just went on the wiki and just fucking scrolled down and just fucking screenshotted literally any ability that I have anything to say about. So these are going to be a lot quicker, probably. I'm not going to go super in-depth on each ability because a lot of these are pretty simple. But, yeah, that's what we're doing. Alright, first up, Bolt. I like Bolt. Bolt's fun. Stun is... I love stun. Anything that stuns, I want it. Stun is really useful. Divide. Lose damage. This is the, like, you can half your basic attack's damage, but then you can use it again. I like this on Necromancer. That's my favorite use for it. I enjoy putting a bunch of leech with this. That's what I want. Anything that allows me to multi-attack, I always naturally think of Necromancer, just because I can do a bunch of leech, and I like leech. Leech is always fun. So, not really a thing I use on Mage, because Mage's basic attack is perfectly fine, and it doesn't need to be done twice. Unless you have one of the, passives that, inflict status effects and stuff. But yeah, Divide's fun. Energy Blast. I get this one confused with Hyper Beam when I forget that Hyper Beam exists. But both Energy Blast and Hyper Beam are good. Energy Blast is much more consistent. It's just the description says it all. A high damage spell that hits a single target. That's really all you need, isn't it? But Hyper Beam, honestly, when I first saw it, I thought it would be useless, but there's a pretty high amount of, stationary things in this game. So, it's not that bad at all. You're not gonna get much use out of it in, you're not gonna get much use out of it in just regular battles, probably, unless you're in certain areas, with things that don't move, but, generally, some bosses won't move around nearly as much, or you can, predict where they're going to go, like Johnny, for example. Anything that's, in an area and you have to wait for it, kind of goes really hard against Johnny, or, the Dreadnoughtus in the Jurassic, really nice, or if you're trying to, another Act 3 thing, you're trying to kill Hitler, or, Lord Bunga before they go to their second, actual phase. Or you can't really do that with Lord Bunga. He'll jump. I mean, I guess technically you can if you have high enough damage, but it's probably not going to happen. But with Hitler, you can just stop the fight from even happening at all, really, if you can beat him fast enough. Same with, the Coven. Although most of the time I just kind of go for destroying the candles, even if I think I could probably do enough damage to it. I'd rather just the Tormentor's easy. I don't care. I can wait 4 or 5 turns yeah, it's fine. I can wait for the Tormentor to beat his ass. Fire Blast. Fire Blast is the inflict burn 2 in an area. Awesome. Really good. Fire's fun. Anything that inflicts fire, anything that's really, honestly, area attacks are really good in this game. So yeah, Fire Blast is cool. Fire Bolt, fire electric spell. It's in an X shape. This one's fun. It's kind of, I think I put this in the first episode. I think I put the footage of this. I had a mage called Shark Boy that had, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was if you get, I think it's an item, I don't remember what it was, but it's if you get hit with electric, you get charged. It might be the lightning aspect passive. I don't remember. But, yeah, it is. I'm looking at my list. Electric immunity. When you deal electric damage, gain +1 charge. I had another thing. It wasn't, actually, it wasn't this, I guess. I had another thing where if you're affected with electric, something happens. So I had lightning aspect and firebolt. And it was very fun. You can watch the first one again and pay attention to the footage if you want to see what happened with that. Very cool. W Shark Boy. Magic Missile. Can't go wrong with Magic Missile. The can't miss is really useful for a lot of situations. And the upgrade, I fucking love Sparkles. Sparkles are one of my favorite things in this game. I really don't know why, but I love them. I love Sparkles. Meteor Storm, area attack, and boy is it an area attack. The bigger the thing you're trying to kill is, the more effective this is going to be. So, again, Johnny, Coven, Hitler, and Bunga, very good against this. But, those aren't, you can extend it beyond, stationary things with this, because you don't have to wait for it. Meteor Storm is sick. I love Meteor Storm. Meteor Storm. Fuck! Meteor Storm. Replicate. Next spell you cast is cast twice. just listen. If you want to know what I think about Replicate, just replay any of the other spell talks in this part. Just play it again, because that's all it does. It just does the same thing twice. Very good, but not special. Try Attack. This one's cool. Slow, burn, and a 5% chance to inflict stun. I wish it was a higher chance for stun. I love stun, but the upgrade being an area, very cool. Surf. I fucking love Surf. Surf is hype. I use Surf a lot. It's an extremely big area. And, like, in something like the desert, for example, I got the footage you're seeing now, probably. I recorded a run for this. I made sure to use a tank and a mage. I had Surf in it, and I used it against a lot of the carcasses and the flies, and then it was very good. Alright, on to passive. Burning Pause, Burn 2, and then Burn 5 on the upgrade. Burn's good. That's all really to say. 4. The number abilities on Mage I really like. I don't like all of them. I like 4, 3, and 2. 1, I don't really care about, honestly. 1 kind of, fuck 1. But 4 is really good. Plus magic damage, and then with the upgrade, plus kinetic spikes and holy shield. I mean, yeah, 4 is nice. And, like, it seems hard to work with, but, like, not really. There's a lot of situations you can figure it out. So, don't be afraid of 4, or any of these that require you to meet, like, certain criteria. It's easier than it sounds if you're new. Ice Aspect. Being able to damage frozen units. Really good. That's the one thing I don't like about Freeze. And, again, Freeze is basically stun, and I love stun, but with Freeze you can't damage the enemies. And they get knocked back. I love Ice Aspect. Damaging frozen enemies. Wonderful. Really good. Ice Pause. I mean, yeah, you can damage frozen units and ice damage, slow to 20% chance to freeze. I mean, yeah, Ice Pause also good. Same shit. Latent Energy. This one's really crazy. When an ally spends mana. Again, like I said earlier, literally every class in this game casts spells. That's what makes a class a class. Everyone's gonna be using mana. So, really good. Really, really good. Learn from me. This one has a lot of breaking potential. I feel like this one's really, if you want to really do some crazy shit, Learn from me can very much enable that. It's very nice. Light up the stage. I love sparkles. Emit 2 for each turn you've taken. That can get pretty crazy. And then the upgrade gives you kinetic spikes. Kinetic spikes are fun. But Mage is kind of a squishy class, so it's not as useful for Mage, but, that's fine. Lightning Aspect. This is what I was talking about. When you deal electric damage, gain 1 charge. A charge is really nice to have. And then the upgrade, 1 charge for each point of damage dealt. That can get pretty nutty pretty fast. Lightning Pause. Your basic attack deals +2 electric damage and has a 15% chance to stun. Hell yes. Basic attack stun. Fucking put that on Divide. That's a usage for Divide. Hell yeah. Paw Missile. Your basic attack is Magic Missile, scales with intelligence. More 4 sparkles when you use your basic attack. Oh yeah. I fucking love Magic Missile. And Paw Missile is just Magic Missile, but you can use it more. So, hell yeah. Resonance. When you cast a spell, +1 magic damage for the rest of the turn. I mean, again, you're casting a lot of spells. There are builds you can do with Mage where you're just casting a shit ton of stuff. So, yeah. Resonance, very good. Splash damage. Splash damage is fun. I love area attacks. Having an area basic attack feels really nice in a lot of situations. Very effective. Again, this is another thing I like to put on Necromancer. Very fun. Big leech. At least I think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure. There's something I'm thinking of that lets you area leech with Necro, but pretty sure it's this. The only reason I'm doubting is that the description says 2 magic splash damage, so not sure if that means it's an entirely different projectile happening, but I don't know. I'll assume it's gonna do 4 leeches, because that's always fun to assume. Synthesize. +1 intelligence at the end of each turn. Or start of each turn, not end. The upgrade on this is wild. Your spells cost 25% less mana. Hell yeah, anything that reduces mana cost on spells is something you want to look out for. A 3. Every third spell you cast in a turn is cast twice. This one, this is good, because if you're focusing on it, it can be really good. But also, if you're not focusing on it, you'll kind of just notice the benefit with that situation too. Because, like, you know, chances are, if you're casting a spell, you wouldn't mind having it be cast twice. So, yeah, 3 is fun. 2, reading this description always just confuses me, because it basically just says the same shit again. So I'm like, what? When I look at it sometimes. When you end your turn, if you cast 2 spells or have 2 mana, you gain a bonus attack and movement. I mean, yeah, really nice. And the fact that it has 2 different, criterias, I'm pretty sure it means it can, like, activate twice, so you can get 2 bonus attacks and movements if you meet both of them. So, yeah. Alright, that's all of the mage abilities that I have. I liked talking about the mini-bosses last time. Lucy. I think, I mean, technically, it's a fine fight. Again, what I care about with the mini-bosses is how well it represents the classes. That's what I enjoy talking about. And I guess technically Lucy does, because, like, it's got the elemental stuff. Like, that is kind of what they intended Mage to be. But, like, again, you know, I don't think Mage has that strong of an identity to begin with. So, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it works. But not my favorite. I'm not exactly attached to Lucy. But, you know, Lucy's cool. That's, yeah. Alright, on to tank. I vastly prefer tank when compared to mage. But, contrary to that, I have much less to say about tank. Because with tank, it's kind of just like, hell yeah, tank's sick. And then with mage, I had, like, the actual, like, discussion of, like, oh wow, I think the reason, you know, people don't really like mage. Well, I don't want to say that. People in general, I'd say, are fine with mage. There's reasons to not like mage. And that's interesting to talk about. But with tank, it's just, tank's good. It's kind of, yeah, the tank's awesome. Generally, you know, I used to not really care about, when I was first playing, tank didn't really stick out to me. Just because, I don't know, I hadn't done a rock build. And I'm gonna be honest, rock build is by far the most fun for me to do. Like, when I play tank, that's what I'm hoping for. I don't really, I don't get much out of the, like, taking damage aspect, or, like, you know, protecting allies. Like, it's effective, but it's just not as fun to me as the rocks. So I always hope for the rocks. But the rocks is really fun, and not that hard. You kind of need pet rocks, like the passive. But, like, you also have, like, Eat Rock and Rock Crusher, so, like, it's not impossible without Pet Rock, but, like, you kind of need Pet Rock. One thing, as you get later into the game, you kind of just want high constitution on all of the classes. So tank kind of, like, I never really look at my cats and go, like, oh man, this would make a great tank. Because, I love Butcher, so I'm more likely to just fucking pick Butcher. But, you know, even if a cat has incredibly high constitution, I just kind of want that on all classes. Like, there's no reason to not... There's no class that doesn't want constitution, except, I guess, maybe Necromancer, kind of, if you're trying to die and do a death build. But I'm not a fan of the death build, so I don't do that. But yeah, so as you get later into the game, Constitution doesn't really inform my class picking choice, so I kind of have to intentionally choose to run a tank just for the fact that I'm choosing to run a tank and not for, like, any actual, like, reason. But, despite that, it's still fun when I do, right? Tank's fun. Alright, we're on to tank abilities. I love most of these. These are all great. Big rock. Smash a boulder onto a guy. Hell yeah. Big rock, big fun. The bigger the rock, the bigger the fun. That's what I always say. Chew. This thing is ridiculous, and I have no idea why. It's not really, it doesn't feel like it's not really like anything crazy, but for some reason, anytime I have it, it just puts in work. It's nuts. I have no idea how. But Chew fucks. If you don't know what to pick, just pick Chew. Chew's great. Chew will always be useful. No matter what you're doing, Chew will be a great asset to your run. Especially the ignoring shield parts in certain areas like the future, or kind of the moon, and like the bunker and stuff. Enemies with a lot of shield, basically. Chew's gonna be really nice with the upgrade. Earthquake spawns rocks. The damage isn't that crazy, but like, when you upgrade it, the damage is alright. But like, I'm not really picking Earthquake for the damage. I'm picking it for the rocks. And the chance to Petrify. Petrify is always good. Eat Rock. I mean, I don't know what to say. Eat Rock is Eat Rock. Everyone loves Eat Rock. Eat Rock is funny, and it's very effective, especially if you can spawn rocks. This is a alternate version. If you have Eat Rock, you can do a rock build, because you can just keep spawning and eating rocks. So you'll just keep getting more strength and more shield. And then if you upgrade it, more all stats up. And more all stats up. Fuck, yeah. Fissure. I find it weird that this one doesn't... I feel like this should spawn rocks from the beginning. I don't like that you have to upgrade it to get it to spawn rocks. I wish that it just did that always, but it doesn't. So I don't really like this one too much, but I am using it in the run that you're saying, and like, it's fine. I just, I don't get that much use out of it until I upgrade it. Then it's pretty good. Gang Up. I don't think I've ever actually used this ability, like, in a run. Like, I think I've had it, of course, but, like, I don't think I've ever actually, like, used it to its full potential. And it's really funny, so I really want to. But I haven't. So, that'll be a goal. I'll put that on the goal. I'll put that on the goal list. Goad. I mean, yeah. Controlling where enemies are, very useful. Not much to say. Gore. Bruise is one of my favorite status effects, and throwing what you hit towards the original tile after the dash is really fun. There are actual uses for that. It's not like, it is kind of situational to me, but like, being able to move enemies, again, same thing with Goad, very nice. Gorgon Glare. I don't like that it can hit your allies, but like, I mean, that's fine. Like, you can work around that if you really need to. And, like, I guess technically if you have Pet Rock, they'll still be doing stuff, even if you do petrify them. So, hell yeah. Headbutt. This is a guaranteed stun, and with how much I was talking about how much I love stun, you should have expected that I love this ability. I always take Headbutt, pretty much. If it's available, Headbutt is what I'm choosing. Unless I already have, like, a rock thing going on and there's a rock ability. But even then, I might pick Headbutt, just because Headbutt's really, really good. Rock Blast. Shoot a rock forward. Spawns a rock. Hell yeah. Shoots a rock forward. Even better. Rock Crusher. This is what I was talking about. This is fun with pet rocks, because, like, the rocks are kind of naturally moving towards enemies, so they'll be next to them more often. So then you can just jump on them and blow them up and be near an enemy. So, yeah, you might be... I was kind of scared of taking Rock Crusher with the pet rock build, just because I didn't want to destroy the pet rocks. Well, like, it's worth it. It's very effective. Rock Song. This is one of the abilities where I feel like when I have it, it really doesn't do that much, and then when the fucking enemy has it, like Zaratana, or like Rocky Bobo, I feel like it's the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. I like Rock Song, but I really don't like Rock Song when I'm not the one using it. So, yeah. Rock Tomb. Damage and Petrify. I mean, yeah, that's really all it is. Very cool. Rock Toss. Spawn a rock with a chance to stun. This is just I mean, you can use it more than once per battle, which you can't say. I don't know what the ability is called, but there's a collarless ability that has you, like, throw a rock, and then it's a guaranteed stun. Honestly, I don't know which one I'd rather have. I like Rock Toss, but, like, again, guaranteed stun. I love guaranteed stun. So, honestly, pretty equal, I'd say. Unless you have Pet Rock, of course. Suplex. I always forget that this is like an ability on its own and not just a part of WrestleManiac. I always forget. I in my mind, suplex only exists through WrestleManiac. But I mean, I guess if you got it on its own, I mean, I guess it's fine. I mean, again, I'd rather just have it in WrestleManiac though. So, yeah. Chain knockback. Chain knockback is funny. I love chain knockback. Chain knockback with anything that increases your knockback. Some of the most fun you can have in this game. Truly. I highly recommend trying it if you haven't. Follow up. After you use your basic attack, dash forward as far as you can and do a melee attack for the upgrade. I mean, yeah, it's very good. There are some times where I wish the passive, or the basic attack didn't knock back. Most of the time you can work around it, but sometimes it's not that good when that happens. But with this, doesn't matter. Awesome. Especially if you're doing like a lot of knockback. You can go pretty much anywhere. Hardhead. I love this ability because this is what let me beat the fucking C-1000. I hate that boss so much. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do, because if I bring good cats, it just fucking transforms into them, and then I get fucked. And then if I take shitty cats, my cats are garbo, so I can't fucking do enough damage to actually beat it, just because the basic attack it has is like 10 damage every time. I fucking hate the C-1000. And then it's like, oh, just bring a fucking distraction cat you can send in. It never goes for it. I don't know why. Whenever I tried to do that, it would always just ignore it and just go for an actually good cat. Because I'd have, like, melee cats that have to get close, so it's gonna fucking pick those. I don't know. I hate the C-1000, but Hardhead allowed me to completely fucking just destroy it. So I fucking love Hardhead. Hardhead's the GOAT. Heavy-handed, knockback damage. I mean, combine this with chain knockback. You're in for a good time. Or combine it with home run. I mean, yeah. Home run, good. That's the next one. Home run. Cool. Inflicting bruise on the upgrade is good. Mountain form. Spawns rocks, and then the upgrade is trample. Honestly, most of the time I do want high speed on tank. Even though I'd say it is a class that can get by with low speed, I do want high speed. And having high speed with this is very nice, because being able to walk further means more rocks. Alright, here we are. Pet rocks. The absolute GOAT of tank abilities. Really, this is what I think of when I think of tanks. It's just the Pet Rocks class to me. Pet Rocks is awesome. There's no reason why I wouldn't want this, since I go for rock builds most of the time. This is just what I'm hoping for, and it's really effective. I think I put this in the first video too. Broski versus the Creator and Zaratana. Broski is the one cat I had that really changed my outlook on tank and made me realize that it's actually fun. Because for a while, I'd just always pick a butcher if I had a cat with high strength and high constitution. But now sometimes I throw tank in there because of how much of a good time Broski showed me. So yeah, rip Broski. May you fly high in the sky. Plow. When you knock back a unit, leave a rock where that unit was. Again, with chain knockback. Anything that involves knockback, I'm pretty sure it works. Like, if you chain knockback, I'm pretty sure I don't know if it would count, because I know if you knock an enemy into something, it sometimes counts as the enemy killing it. I don't know if that would work. I hope it would. I hope it does. And if it doesn't, make it work, guys. Make it work, Ed. A priority target. This, honestly, this passive is good enough to where I almost, if I get it, I don't do a rock build, just because having a bunch of thorns on a cat with priority target is just, I mean, it's really effective. Priority target is really nice, and it just allows your other cats to be a lot less, like, careful, which is very beneficial for quite a few classes. Not having to worry about being attacked nearly as much. Extremely nice. Priority target is good. Protective. Your allies have one brace. I mean, I don't, like, I pick this, but it is boring, because, like, it's benefiting your other cats, and it's just making them take -1 damage, or -2 with the upgrade. But, like, it's undeniable that it's extremely effective. Okay, Stoic. This one is, if you don't utilize this, you're just impatient. That's my opinion. All you need to do is, like, not move for 1 turn, and then you can just move twice every turn. That's really good. All you need to do is just stay still for turn 1, and if you have the extra head mutation that gives you an extra turn at the start, you can get this going really fast, and without much sacrifice, and it's really effective. Especially if you have other ways to give bonus moves. I mean, yeah, you can just go all over the place with this. Toad style. Jump movement is very nice. Not having to worry about the water tile movement penalty and other, like, environment hazards that make you move less distance. Very nice. And the +4 speed, always good. +8 on, the upgrade. And the damage. It just turns your movement into attack, which is, like, an attack, which is really nice. Wide load. This is a crappier version of, the fucking Mage thing that Mage has, but, honestly, this one's pretty good, just because, like, fully swapping, I mean, yeah, it's nice. Like, I didn't include it just because it's not, like, it's not that special to me. I don't remember what it's called, but the ability that lets you, like, use it, and then the next time an enemy is, or an ally is targeted, you swap. That's good, but just having it always do that would kind of be annoying, just because you wouldn't be able to predict it as much. So wide load, you can just, like, stand next to your team, and they'll be guaranteed safe. Which, I mean, you can do that pretty easy. If someone's on low health, you can just stand near them, and then they're basically immune from damage from most things. WrestleManiac. I fucking love WrestleManiac. One thing I love, I had a run where I put WrestleManiac on Monk, so I could just suplex twice. And also, it wasn't the shitty Monk basic attack, it was actually, like, fully utilizing the strength stat, instead of having it be worse, because the Monk can attack twice. So I was able to attack twice for full strength damage. Really fun. That's one I recommend. Alright, that's all the tank abilities I have. Maisie, I want to, again, it's mini boss time. I love Maisie. Maisie is interesting to me, because, I mean, for one, I find Maisie annoying, because if you kill her, the kittens run away, and I hate the runaway penalty. I get why it's there, but, like, I don't like it in that fight, just because it's, like, sometimes you literally just can't kill the kittens if you don't have the right build, so you're just gonna get penalized for it. And, like, I mean, for like, say, Dybbuk, you have enough time to, like, I mean, I hate Dybbuk, don't get me wrong, Dybbuk fucking sucks, but, you have an entire run, basically, to, like, get something going to deal with him. So, like, not being able to target him directly, like, that's fine, because you have a lot of time. But with Maisie, it's, like, the first mini-boss in the run, so, like, if you don't have something just from the get-go, you might just be forced to take the runaway penalty, which kinda sucks. But, like, I mean, I don't count that against the boss, really. It's just a gameplay. Like, that's just a thing that makes it more difficult. And, like, that's fine with me. I like difficult. But Maisie, I don't know how common knowledge this is. I assume since I know it, it's probably pretty common knowledge. But Maisie wasn't originally a tank mini-boss. Like, they had the idea to do the class mini-bosses later in development. Originally, Maisie was just called Mama Cat, and it was the exact same. And it's impressive to me how, like, well it represents the tank class, despite it not even being originally designed as a tank. Like, it fits it really well, because, I mean, it's doing exactly what, like, one of the things that tanks can do. It protects its allies, and the fact that that was just a happy accident is awesome. It's really cool. I love Maisie. Alright, that's about it for this week's episode of Mewgenics Talk. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really want to record this one, just because, I don't know, I felt kind of blah the past few days. So, you know, I don't want to say I'm forcing myself to do this, because that's not true. I do want to. But, you know, I've just been kind of low energy, and, like, that's fine. Like, that just happens sometimes. I probably need to, like, you know, eat healthier, I think. I've been, like, not eating the best stuff the past week, so I need to get a grip on that. But, you know, I think that'll make me feel better. But, yeah, that's about it for this episode. I don't know what else to say. I hope this one gets more views. I'm going to cry in my bed and sob and scream and kick my legs in the air if it doesn't get 10,000 views. I'm going to it'll be over. Alright? No more Mewgenics talk. If this doesn't get 1 million views, I'm deleting the channel. Yeah, I hope this one gets more views. Again, I don't care that much. I don't want to seem like someone who, you know, really is, like, invested in that. I mean, ideally it would get more, right? But, like, it's not ruining my day or anything. But I hope it does, just for the fact that I love reading the comments. And, no one commented on the last one, and it made me sad. It made me very lonely. Endocopia was fun. From the beginning of last week's episode. Endocopia, remember that? That was hype. Very good. Go play Endocopia. Goodbye.